my card. That's what I do, and if I can help you, why, you call me. You take care.
Why don't you come back in the morning? 7 o'clock sharp.
It's right in the middle of a national forest. Where do you think he's going to bury the treasure? Downtown?
I'm telling you, I got a sixth sense. The lady is warm for your form.
I'm afraid they might be in serious trouble.
I'm going to call the police.
What are you doing? Breaking and entering. You guys coming with me?
In school, we learned about the risk-reward ratio. If you want big rewards, you have to take big risks. I asked Grandpa if the reason he wasn't rich was because he never took risks. He told me he wasn't rich because there were more important things to worry about than money. Sometimes I wonder about my grandpa.
We used to call this place Stringtown. Maybe they'll call it the Stringtown Freeway.
Real nice neighborhood you used to live in there.
Fuck off, JR. How would you like it if they were ready to tear down your house?
Kick back, I'm only kidding.
There it is. This is it. It gets smaller every time I see it. It's scuzzier, too. No smart mouth, JR.
What? This is a real cool house. If they were gonna tear it down, I'd beg my dad to buy it.
Hey, look. Looks like a couple other people came to have last looks, too.
My dad was always getting on that old guy's case for leaving his stogies in our front yard. I wonder what my dad would think about this place now.
Hasn't he come to have a last look?
He doesn't care. He wasn't born here. And we used to have flowers along the driveway. My mom planted them, and then I had to weed them. Sounds like my mom.
Hey, whatever happened to that Japanese spy? The one that used to live here?
That was 45 years ago. I don't think there's any secret weapons left.
What are you doing?
Breaking and entering. Come on, give me a hand. You guys coming with me?
Yeah.
I think you ought to throw caution to the winds, splurge, kick up your heels, go buy yourself a new toaster. Good Lord, you.
Yeah, honey.
There's a phone call for you. Some lady needs your horses shod.
Be right there. Now, you do me a favor, will you, my friend?
What?
Do not touch this. It's an old friend, and I'd like to have it here when I get back.
How could I do anything to it? It's broken already. Not gonna hurt anything. What am I, chopped liver or something?
We used to come up here and my folks are gone.
Why? There's hardly even enough room to move around up here.
Mainly to get away from my little sister. Never thought this place would give me the creeps. Hate thinking about they're going to turn this place into an off-ramp.
Hey, you guys, look at this. It looks like the guy who put these cupboards in put wallpaper on the shelves. Looks like he's gonna turn this place into a real room. Then he just quit.
What would happen if we got locked in here when the wreckers came?
That depends on whether they used dynamite or a wrecking ball. Could be painful, it could be quick.
Come on, you guys. Let's get out of here.
No, let's stick around. Have a party, have some girls over, hire a band.
Mark, come over here a sec. Can you feel that?
Yeah, what is it?
There's only one way to find out. What is this? It's buried 50 paces into the morning sun from the shack at the base of the domed hill.
What domed hill?
You guys look at that. This must be a treasure map.
Hey, it's my map.
Hey, I found it.
But it's my house.
Now, my friend.
What?
This is my business, so will you please let me do the talking?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Thank you. Good day. I'm looking for the owner.
Just found her. What can I do for you?
You're having a problem there, aren't you?
Life's got a lot of problems. If it's not a lame horse, it's a busted bridle. You want to rent, you want to buy.
Oh, hey, nice day for a ride, huh, Gus? I've never been on a horse before in my life. That's his department.
I'm Gus Witherspoon. You called for a blacksmith. That's what I do. This is my pal, Joe Kaplan.
It's a pleasure.
You know, you'd have an easier time there if you had a riveter.
If I had a riveter, Mr. Witherspoon, don't you think I'd use it?
She's got a point there, Gus. You gotta forgive my friend here. He has a tendency to jump to conclusions.
Joe.
I'm defending you.
Don't.
I see you brought your own equipment.
I did. And I even got a riveter.
Are you a drinking man, Mr. Witherspoon?
Oh, ma'am?
Fine.
See that? This is your man. I saw this man swage your shoe on a wild stallion one time.
Joe, go to the truck and wait for me. Will
What
you
if
please?
she wants a personal
Will you
rep?
please? This is my card. That's what I do, and if I can help you, why, you call me. Good day to you.
Why don't you come back in the morning? 7 o'clock sharp.
I'll do that. See you then.
I know my grandpa keeps that map book in here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
Grandpa's map book. Why don't you and Bertha go play?
We already did that. We ran out of things to play with.
Well, why don't you go to Bertha's house?
We already did that, too. If you want to get rid of us, money usually works.
Witherspoon, the map book, please.
Yeah.
Grandpa keeps it in here.
Yeah.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, up to my room. And we don't want anybody to bother us, okay? Not Grandpa, not Mom, not Chris, and especially not you guys. You got that?
Maybe if you explain it again.
If I were you, Witherspoon, I'd bump her off, man. Seriously.
We can't pass this up.
There it is. Lomax, California. Page 52.
Must be a puny little town. I never heard of it before.
It's right in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, middle of nowhere's right. Of course, where do you think he's gonna bury a treasure? Downtown? You guys, how do we know there really is a treasure?
Well, what else would it be? You know, I bet it belonged to that Japanese spy
The one that used to live in your old house? Yeah, they probably buried it just before they caught up to him.
You guys, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna go get it. And how are we gonna get our parents to go along with it?
Simple. We lie.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late. We had a staff meeting at the paper. Hello, Bertha.
My mom said I could stay for dinner. I hope it's okay because I already started to eat.
Come sit down, dear. I looked up some of these Texas burritos.
Oh, my goodness. Those look mighty good. What's in them?
Everything.
Put hair on your chest.
Mmm. It's kind of hot, Gus.
So what's new?
If you don't like it, don't eat it.
Grandpa, I think they're great. Did you ever think about opening up a restaurant?
Here it comes.
Something on your mind?
No, nothing.
Grandpa's onto him already.
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing. I was just telling Bertha about Grandpa's new job.
Job? You got a job?
No big deal, honey. Just a few days' work. What is it, kid?
Actually, it's just a favor.
Out with it.
Well, see, Mark and JR, they want to go camping, and I want to go with them.
Everybody going by themselves?
Uh-huh.
Oh, forget it, David.
In Mark's backyard, Mom.
Oh, in the yard. Well, that sounds okay. Sure, that'll be fun. You sure you take an extra sweater now, you hear?
Yeah.
I'm in pain. Man, me too. Grandpa's burritos were hot, weren't they? I wasn't kicked by a burrito. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't let you spoil everything. Molly, David lied. I know. We've got him right where we want him.
Well, I tell you, when you get to be my age, you get into a routine. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I get out of bed, come over here, share a cup of coffee and a newspaper with Gus. And if that routine is interrupted by one little tiny thing, I tell you, it is not easy. I mean, look, maybe I could spend...
Look everywhere. Everywhere? David's a sneak. That map could be anywhere. We have to search this room from top to bottom. Even in his underwear drawer? Bertha, don't be gross. This is very wrong, Molly. You're an only child. You can't be expected to understand. Don't just stand there, start looking. I feel like a common criminal. Don't give yourself that much credit. You're no help at all. My Monopoly game. David swiped it right out of my room. Is your whole family like this? The treasure map. I'll look at it while you get rid of the evidence. Once again, Bertha Vandermeer gets the short end of the stick.
What are you guys doing? Give me this.
I knew this would end in tragedy.
With both of you, get out of my room before I throw you out.
I wonder what Mom would think if she knew you were going treasure hunting.
Molly, you wouldn't.
I can't let you get away with this, David. Come on, Bertha.
Molly Witherspoon, you want something. Name it.
10% of everything you find, right off the top. Take it or leave it.
Molly, you're brutal.
Your turn.
Just my luck.
$2,000.
I'm gonna have to mortgage everything I own now.
Get used to it while you're young.
Well, hi, Mom. We saved some dinner for you. It's in the oven.
Oh. What are you doing in my chair? Come on, move. Thank you. I think I'll just catch my breath first. Where's David?
He's upstairs getting ready for his big outing tomorrow night.
Quit talking, you'll lose count.
How was your first day on the job?
It was okay.
Just okay, huh?
Well, your little girl here is bleeding us to death. That's not helping matters any.
Here's your money. That leaves me with exactly $42. No hotels, no houses, and no unencumbered property.
Okay. What does that cost me?
$1,100.
I don't have it. There. You broke me. I quit.
Hi, Cindy. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Kaplan.
I was just looking for Gus because, you know, he gets up early now and goes to work. So we don't get a chance to share our morning cup of coffee.
Do you do that often?
Huh? Oh, no. We don't share the same cup of coffee. No, we have different cups. He's got his cup and I got mine. Although, actually, he's got an extra cup that he lends me. When I go over there and we talk about football, baseball, weather, science, man talk, you know, stuff like that.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, well, good, I'm glad, because I don't think I could go through that explanation again.
Gus is out back by the corral.
Thanks a lot. Nice talking to you.
You and Gus, you go back a long time?
Well, yeah, a few years, but not all that long. Gus has still got a lot of spring in his step, you know.
Then you must know him pretty well.
I think I know him about as well as anybody can get to know him.
Well, is he always so kind of distant and difficult to get to know?
Uh-huh. That's Gus. That's right. If you want my opinion, he's like one of your wild horses.
How's that, Mr. Kaplan?
You gotta train him. Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but, you know, Gus is one of these guys you got to keep coming at. Just like an untrained horse. Yes, he is. He's going to ignore you in the beginning. He's going to behave insensitively around you. He'll try to buck you off a few times. But once he gets to know you, you got a friend for life, see?
Do you have him trained?
Oh, sure. You have to rebuck me off a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I think you could, too. If that's what you're thinking.
Maybe. If that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Afternoon, Gus. Well, hope you don't mind. Just thought I'd stop by, say hello. Hello. We still on for tonight? 8 o'clock. Yeah. That boss of yours is one handsome woman, kid.
She's not my boss, Joe. I'm a contractor, not an employee.
Well, whatever. She's still pretty. I'll tell you something. She reminds me of you. You're both a little blunt. Not that there's anything wrong with being blunt, mind you. It's just that I've spent so much of my lifetime, I don't know, studying tact, diplomacy, I guess.
Well, my friend, I'd rather be honest than polite.
Boy, you take this guy Dale Carnegie. There was a guy with tact and steel. Good grief, he dominated the steel business in this country for years and years and years.
Andrew Carnegie, Joe. He ran the steel business.
Well, Andrew, Dale. I don't know how one family could do so much.
Here. Let me get that for you.
I thought this kind of work wasn't in your job description.
It's not. But get out of the way. I'll do it anyway.
Thanks.
How much of this you want on there?
All of it. Thank you.
She's falling for you, Gus.
She's not falling for me.
Oh, yes, she is.
No more than I'm falling for you.
Well, I don't know whether to be flattered or alarmed. I'm telling you, I got a sixth sense. The lady is warm for your form.
And you've been drinking too much of your own bathwater.
So this is it. Lomax, California.
How far do you figure it is?
4, maybe 5 miles.
We'll never make it before dark.
Yeah, I know. But we'll go as far as we can. You guys, I left my sleeping bag on the bus. Oh my gosh, JR, how stupid can you be?
Dad's gonna kill me.
No one's gonna kill anybody. We're gonna go home rich. I hope.
What? You guys will share your sleeping bags with me, right?
No. Forget it, JR. No.
And Witherspoon, come on, it's the least you can do. I mean, you're cutting your sister in on this. Hey, I was blackmailed, okay? Besides, she could come in handy. If we should get attacked by bears or something, I gave her a copy of the map so she could send a rescue unit.
Bears?
$3.
Sitting on the hand, are you, Gus?
I could be.
I fold.
I call.
Too rich for me.
He's just full of bluff and bluster ever since he met the stable lady.
Are you in or out?
I am in. I will see you, and I will raise you 3.
I call.
I'm out.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah. I got 2 pair queens high.
Well, it's no good. Aces and eights.
Wasn't that what Wild Bill Hickok was holding when he was shot in the back?
Oh, well, then that makes it a very appropriate hand for Gus, while Cupid slings another arrow.
Okay. All right. Hold the thought. Hello.
Mr. Witherspoon?
This is he?
This is Cindy Thresher. I need your help.
What do you need?
A horse cut his leg up pretty badly, and I can't get a hold of the vet.
I'll be right there. The game's off, boys. I gotta run down to the barn.
Never thought I'd see the day. Gus Witherspoon letting a lady get between him and a poker game.
I know you fellas can find your way out. Toodaloo.
This is a very sad moment indeed. One we all know and love is going the way of all flesh. Would you join me? Bow your heads in a moment of silence.
That's like a hot dog roasted over an open flame. Lots of mustard and relish. And eaten while it's still sizzling. Oh, I can taste it already, guys.
You know what a hot dog tastes like, JR?
You know, it may have been stupid of me to leave my sleeping bag on the bus. But at least I didn't forget the food. Yeah, we get the picture, JR. You know, there's still plenty of food to go around. If you guys would let me share a sleeping bag with you. I'm not that hungry, JR. Are you that hungry, Mark? Nope. We're not that hungry, JR.
I'm sorry to be calling you at this hour. I just didn't know who to turn to. I was in the office doing the books, and I heard Chester go down. Something spooked him. At first, I thought he broke his leg.
No, ma'am, it's not broken. It's cut pretty good, but it's not broken. I got some stuff in my truck. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's gonna be all right.
I feel like I just died and went to heaven. Hey, you guys, these marshmallows are really something. Nice and crisp on the outside, creamy and soft in the middle.
Yeah, well, you better eat them all and keep warm. That's what the bears do.
Hey, you sure there's no bears out here? I'm positive. Hey, I should know. I mean, I used to be a Cub Scout.
Great. Great. Just like having Daniel Boone on.
You guys, what was that?
Probably an owl. Maybe a coyote.
Well, it's getting kind of cold up there. Maybe you should get in the sleeping bag with me.
Yeah, I mean, hop in. We don't want you to freeze to death or anything. You guys are such wimps. I mean, you only hear one little noise and... Ooh!
Do you think it was a bear?
That was probably a deer. Hey, at least deers don't maul at people. Please don't say maul. Okay, eat. Don't say eat.
I'm starting to wish we never even heard of that stupid treasure map.
Hey, you guys. Can you suffocate in a sleeping bag? It's just gonna go on all night. We just better find a treasure, that's all I have to say. Hey, you guys, look at the stars. I don't think I've ever seen so many in my entire life. You're right. It looks just like the planetarium.
Thanks, Mr. Witherspoon. I don't know what I would have done.
You know, you've been calling me Mr. Witherspoon. My name's Gus. Can you call me Gus?
All right, Gus. And I'll see that you're compensated for your trouble.
No, I'm just glad to be able to get here and help you. Probably a holding place till your veterinary gets here.
Well, I have a pot of coffee in the office. I give you some?
Sounds good. I'll be through here in a minute.
Well, looks like a real slumber party we've got going here.
That's what we're supposed to be having. But birth is no fun at all.
What's the matter, honey? You feel sick?
I feel fine. I've just got a lot on my mind. And she won't tell me what it is. There are certain things a friend should be able to figure out. You see why I want to stay in David's room? Grandpa's still not back yet?
This isn't like him at all. I mean, it's almost midnight.
Mr. Calvin thinks he's in love with that lady at the stables. Maybe he has a date or something.
Well, he did leave right in the middle of his poker game.
And it's love for sure.
It's past his curfew. You gonna ground him, Mom?
No. I think I'll ground us. Come on. Time for bed.
We just got here.
Move! It's time for bed. Move, move, move. Come on, come on, come on.
Mom? What if it's true? What if Grandpa really is in love?
I'll be very happy for him.
What if he decides to marry her? What'll happen to us?
That's nothing you have to lose sleep over. Come on. Come on, let's go.
You sleep out here, do you?
I sleep here more nights than not. Horses are my family now. That's why I get so worked up when something goes wrong with one of them.
I was beginning to think you didn't have a soft spot.
Well, look who's talking.
Babies. I'm crazy about babies.
I couldn't have any kids. I guess that's why my husband and I broke up. Nothing to bind the marriage together.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it gets lonely out here some days. It's been nice having you here, especially tonight.
Good. Well, let's take one more look at that horse and I'll best be getting home.
Thanks again.
Gus, I'm sorry. Put a little extra on for me?
You too, huh?
Does warm milk really work?
Beat staring at a dark ceiling all night. Something on your mind?
Probably the same thing that's on yours. I guess I'm just used to Grandpa asleep right there in the next room. What would we have done without him? After Dad died?
I don't know. Would have made things a lot more desperate than they were, though.
They'd still be desperate, wouldn't they? I mean, if we had to move out all of a sudden.
Oh, that's what's going on. You're worried about what Molly said tonight about Grandpa falling in love, huh?
Well, it's just that I know this arrangement can't last forever. He'll get a raise. Grandpa won his house back. I'll be heading off for the Air Force Academy. Grandpa might... Well, he's not getting any younger, you know.
Have you ever been at a place with somebody special and you just wish the time would stop?
Yeah, once in a while.
Well, I feel that way sometimes right here. It's the kind of feeling that makes a person feel safe and secure and certain.
Yeah. Well, it's the uncertain part that's keeping me awake right now.
Honey, change is a big part of life. No, I don't like that any more than anybody else does, but you can't stop it. All you can do is hope that when things change, they change for the better, that's all.
Mom? I think you're scolding me.
Oh, golly. Oh, I always do that when I'm being philosophical.
It's all right. Good to know that someone else worries around here.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The toast. To Gus. I love him a lot and I owe him a lot, and I'm going to kill him if he doesn't call home pretty soon.
Bertha, you scared me. Well, what? Have you figured out what's bothering me? Bertha, I've been asleep. How could I figure anything out? Besides, you haven't given me any clues. Okay, I'll give you a whole bunch of clues. Buried treasure, friendship, sharing, cut me in or you die. What? You heard me. I want a piece of the action. Can't we talk about this later? I know too much, Molly. Don't make me get tough. I was planning on sharing with you. I was going to get you a new bike or something. I don't want a new bike. I want a house in Beverly Hills.
Must be that hill over there. It's the only domed hill I see. Man, it seems to get farther away, the farther we walk, man. Pendleton, how long are you going to be hogging those cereal? Hey, some of us didn't eat dinner last night. Yeah. You nerds? You guys? What kind of an animal has a foot that big? I don't know. Let's not stick around to find out.
So, but that's why she's attracted to him, maybe. Do you have any idea what time it was when you came in last night?
Good morning.
Gus, you could have called, for heaven's sakes.
Hello, Joe.
Oh, you look dog-tired, you sly old fox, you.
And you're setting a fine example for your grandchildren.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm no school kid here. I don't have to check in and out with you people. I'll come and go as I please.
Does that mean I can stay out as long as I want now?
No. You see, you are a school kid.
But you see what you've started?
Why, Gus here is just going through one of those midlife crises, that's all. He just waited a little later than most, that's all.
Joe, please don't poke me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Grandpa!
Hi, Button. What's going on?
She had a rough night.
You
Bertha
did?
and I aren't speaking this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that. Get it? Hello.
Mr. Witherspoon?
Yep.
Your grandson has something that belongs to me. I came to get it back.
This is where it is. I hope. Better be close to the surface.
You guys, before we start digging, can we just take a little break? JR, we could be standing on top of a fortune. So? We've been broke this long, and half an hour isn't that gonna hurt.
Just get it over with.
Yeah.
Hey, well then, I got a really good idea, okay? Uh-huh. How about we dig in shifts, okay? Like, you guys start right now, and then we'll rotate. No, JR, I've got an even better idea. What's that? How's about if me and Mark here do all the digging, and then as soon as we find that fortune, me and Mark will keep the whole fortune, and you can rest as long as you want. I like that idea. Forget it. I just hope your steps are the same as that Japanese spy, or we'll be digging a trench.
So there I am. I'm not much more than a kid, all alone in the Philippine jungle. Nothing on me but an empty revolver and a pocket knife, surrounded by the enemy. No offense. It's all ancient history.
Yeah, Mrs. Pendleton, we will call you as soon as we hear any word at all. All righty. Bye-bye. Mrs. Pendleton sent that man over here because Mark told her the boys said they were spending the night in our backyard. He said he was contacting previous owners of the house they'd lived in, trying to find 3 boys who had taken something from the house.
Not hard to figure what 3 boys.
Guess I'm afraid they might be in real trouble here. What do you think we ought to do?
I'm going to call the police.
No! I know what they're up to. And I know where they are. And I don't know anything at all.
You guys, this is useless. It's just not there. Whoever buried this treasure sure didn't need a map to find it. It's probably dug up 20 years ago, if there ever was a treasure. Man, there better be a treasure, or else I'm busted. All right, we covered up our tracks. Our parents never know. Yeah, but I lost my dad's sleeping bag. If we don't find a treasure, I won't have a way to pay for it. I forgot about that stupid sleeping bag. What are you going to tell your parents, that you lost it in Witherspoon's backyard? You guys, that's just it. We're digging in the wrong spot. Okay, it said 50 paces into the morning sun. But it didn't say what time of the year it was buried. So, what does that have to do with anything? So in the summertime, the sun's a lot farther north. We could be 20 feet off the spot. 5 or 10. Looks like you got your wish, JR. What? Get to dig a trench.
I wondered where you were. Haven't you gone home yet? I've been spying for you. Spying's what got us into this mess in the first place. What does accomplice mean? I don't know. On TV, people are always getting arrested for being accomplice to a murder. Then it's bad? It must be. People go to prison for it. I'm very sorry to hear that. I'll write you, I promise. Bertha, what's going on? You don't want to know. Tell me. Your own mother called you an accomplice. I knew it. It's all over. I'm history.
Say, I need a couple of saddle horses and your trailer. I need to borrow your trailer if I could.
Sure. You always go for a ride after a long night?
No, it's my grandson. I got to go fetch my grandson.
Well, I hope it's nothing serious.
Kid stuff.
I meant what I said. I really enjoyed your company last night.
Well, I appreciate hearing that. My friend here needs a real gentle horse because he don't ride a lick.
Fine. He could ride old Baldy.
Wait a minute. Something the matter?
No, everything's just dandy.
I'll pay the going rate for the horses, if that's it.
Gus Witherspoon, do I have to hit you over the head to get you to ask me out?
Now, why would you want to go out with an old fool like me?
I don't know.
You know, I see another woman once in a while.
And you're stubborn. And sometimes you're downright mean.
If I ask you out, And you were to say yes? I'm not going to lower my rates.
You get your own horse.
Come on, save some for the rest of us, JR. Don't worry, man. There's another whole canteen left. I'm getting hungry. Who isn't? There's still some pickle relish left. Great. Hey! Hey! You guys! What is it? Yeah! Yes! All right! Ah!
Look at here. Somebody spent the night here.
Boys?
I don't know. We'll soon see.
How are we gonna get this thing into the bus?
That's why we brought knapsacks. We'll just divvy everything up and we'll take it back to the bus.
How?
Morning, boys.
Grandpa,
What do you got there?
the treasure. We're rich.
Rich, huh?
See, we found this old map in Mark's old house. It belonged to this Japanese spy. Who's this?
Akira Aoki. And you must be David.
Why don't you tell them what's in that chest?
Perhaps they'd rather see for themselves. Samurai sword. This has been in the family for 7 generations. God, I never thought I'd see it again. All of this belonged to him. He buried it here during the Second World War.
That means he really was.
A spy? No. You see, like many Japanese Americans, my family was taken to an internment camp. My brother became ill. But he told me where to find the map before he died. But the hurt was too deep. I never bothered to get it until I found out they were going to tear down the old house.
And the boys there beat you to the punch, huh?
So this is what we spent our time digging up? A chest full of junk?
That's what you think it is junk? You other boys. You think it's junk?
Guess it's just not what we came looking for.
Kind of how it works sometimes, my boy. You start out looking for one thing, you find another. Anybody hungry?
Oh, yeah. Starved.
You know, That ain't junk, by the way. But it'll take you a few years before you believe it. It's all right, though. That's about how long you boys will be grounded.
You got a hot day?
Scalding hot.
You know, if it were up to me, you'd be grounded.
Well, we'll try to get in before sunrise.
I would hope so.
No promises, though. This woman may want to take me right out in the barn and manhandle me.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Well, even the old man needs a little tender love and care once in a while. How do we look?
You look like a scoundrel.
That's the way I want to look. Good night to you.